James Justin. Justin shoots, it's saved by Ortega, and there's nobody following up. I think Vardy was offside anyway. Referee's going to play an advantage. Here's Kovacic now, who's allowed to get away from Buonanotte, and he's driving at the Leicester City defence. Good covering from Samari. Forces Kovacic out wide to Bernardo Silva. Savinho makes a run that's on track. Silva keeps hold of the ball. De Bruyne. Leicester, man back. Slips to Manchester City have gone out. Which Christensen takes quickly, finds Samari, holds off Erling Haaland. Now Kanoos, who's showed some good footwork in midfield and helped Leicester get out of the press on a few occasions. Here's Justin. Chance that from James Justin. Mingler was offside anyway. There's Mafididi on the left touchline. He's still disciplined and stayed out there. He's having a Rico Lewis now inside to El Kanoos. El Kanoos will go to the byline, clip it up towards the back post, looking for Vardy. It's headed away by Vardy, only as far as Justin. His head is blocked by Savinho, and then Buonanotte hits the post. City just about scrambling away. Well, Buonanotte to get the power, and Haaland now is leading a counter-attack for Manchester City. Slides it through, lovely pass to Foden. Foden trapped by Winks, crosses it in for Haaland. Good block by Justin. And Leicester are able to clear in a frantic end-to-end sort of spell as Samari and Mafididi. He's having a run at Rico Lewis now. Plays it back to Samari. Now Mavadidi's got space to cross if he wants. He crosses left-footed towards Buonanotte. Well watched by Guardiola. Clears. Samari though turns away from Savinho. Christensen to Mavadidi. Desperate to have a run at Rico Lewis. Gets to the byline but then checks. Now digs out the cross. There's nobody there. Taylor claims. To settle things down after that spell. It was El Kanoos who got to the byline, clipped up a nice cross towards Vardy. It was headed away by Vardy, only as far as Justin, who had his head blocked them. Buonanotte, from where he was 10 yards out, did really well to guide his header. Early kick-off in the Premier League because their nearest rivals Wolves are 1-0 up away at Tottenham. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. Pep Guardiola's 500th game in charge. 354 wins he's had before today. He's on course for number 355. Man City lead 1-0. Now Haaland having a run goals. Get it onto his left foot. Nice run from Erling Haaland, who opens it up. Oh, and he tried to squeeze it in to the near post. It's just wide, but that was lovely footwork from the big man. He's having his worst run of form since 2019 in terms of goals, but he weaved through the Leicester defence and he just tried to curl it into the bottom corner. I think the goalkeeper was expecting him to go for the opposite corner. Tried to sneak it in the near post, and it was just a couple of inches wide. Being the sort of goal you associate Erling Haaland with, it was all about power and brute force and poaching. That was a goal that he made all for himself. He scored 10 goals in his first 5 appearances in the Premier League this season. He scored just 3 in his last 13. Some people have mentioned Julio Alvarez, who of course left Manchester City to get more game time. With the Haaland being in front of him, is that lack of competition for his spot impacting on him? Seen that Alvarez mentioned in the same breath as Cole Palmer in terms of how City haven't been able to build the team how they'd like. Now Vardy slides it through for James Justin. Justin shoots, it's saved by Ortega, and there's nobody following up. I think Vardy was offside anyway. Referee's going to play an advantage. Here's Kovacic now, who's allowed to get away from Buonanotte, and he's driving at the Leicester City defence. Good covering from Samari. Forces Kovacic out wide to Bernardo Silva. Savinho makes a run that's on track. Silva keeps hold of the ball. De Bruyne. Leicester man back. Walking pace from Manchester City now. Kovacic. To find a way through. Say slips and Manchester City have gone out wide, out right, and Foden lets the ball squirm under his foot, goes out for a throw-in, which Christensen takes quickly. Finds Sumare, holds off Erling Haaland. Now Kanoos, who shows some good footwork in midfield and helped Leicester get out of the press on a few occasions. Here's Justin. Chance out from James Justin. I mean, Ronaldo was offside anyway. There's Mavadidi on the left touchline. He's still disciplined and stayed out there, and he's having a run at Rico Lewis now. Inside to El Kanoos. El Kanoos will go to the byline, clip it up towards the back post, looking for Vardy. It's headed away by Vardiol, only as far as Justin. His head is blocked by Savinho, and then Buonanotte hits the post. City just about scrambling away. Did well Buonanotte to get the power, and Haaland now is leading a counter-attack for Manchester City. Slides it through, lovely pass to Foden. Foden trapped by Winks, crosses it in for Haaland. Good block by Justin. And Leicester are able to clear in a frantic end-to-end sort of spell as Sumare and Mavadidi take it forward again for Leicester. Here's El Kanoos. He's having a run at Rico Lewis now. Plays it back to Samari. Now Mavadidi's got space to cross if he wants. He crosses left-footed towards Buonanotte. Well watched by Guardiola. Clears. Samari though turns away from Savinho. Christensen to Mavadidi. Desperate to have a run at Rico Lewis. Gets to the byline but then checks. Now digs out the cross. There's no there. Ortega claims. To settle things down after that spell. It was El Kanoos who got to the byline, clipped up a nice cross towards Vardy. It was headed away by Vardy, only as far as Justin, who had his header blocked. And then Buonanotte, from where he was 10 yards out, did really well to guide his header. Same breath as Cole Palmer in terms of how City haven't been able to build the team how they'd like. Now Vardy slides it through for James Justin. Justin shoots, it's saved by Ortega, and there's nobody following up. I think Vardy was offside anyway. Referee's going to play an advantage. Here's Kovacic now, who's allowed to get away from Buonanotte, and he's driving at the Leicester City defence. Good covering from Samari. Forces Kovacic out wide to Bernardo Silva. Savinho makes a run that's on track. Silva keeps hold of the ball. De Bruyne. Leicester man back. Walking pace from Manchester City now. Kovacic. To find a way through. Say slips and Manchester City have gone out wide, out right, and Foden lets the ball squirm under his foot. Goes out for a throw-in, which Christensen takes quickly. Finds Sumare, holds off Erling Haaland. Now Kanoos, who shows some good footwork in midfield and helped Leicester get out of the press on a few occasions. Here's Justin. They go down as a half chance out from James Justin. I mean, Ronaldo was offside anyway. There's Mavadidi on the left touchline. He's still disciplined and stayed out there, and he's having a run at Rico Lewis now. Inside to El Kanoos. El Kanoos will go to the byline, clip it up towards the back post, looking for Vardy. It's headed away by Vardiol, only as far as Justin. His head is blocked by Savinho, and then Buonanotte hits the post. City just about scrambling away. Did well Buonanotte to get the power, and Haaland now is leading a counter-attack for Manchester City. Slides it through, lovely pass to Foden. Foden, trapped by Winks, crosses it in for Haaland. Good block by Justin. And Leicester are able to clear in a frantic end-to-end sort of spell as Sumare and Mavididi take it forward again for Leicester. Here's El Canouse. He's having a run at Rico Lewis now. Plays it back to Sumare. Now Mavididi's got space to cross if he wants. He crosses left-footed towards Buonanotte. Well watched by Guardiola. Clears. Sumare though turns away from Savinho. Christensen to Mavididi. Desperate to have a run at Rico Lewis. Gets to the byline but then checks. Now digs out the cross. There's nobody there. Montego claims.
dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. En de spelers natuurlijk bedankt. Ook die dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Ook die dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. En de spelers natuurlijk bedankt. Ook die dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
in the centre circle. He is fouled, which is fortunate because he gifted possession to Erling Haaland. Space for El Canusa front of the left to Mavididi. Leicester getting a nice sharp pass into Buonanotte. Shifts it left to Sumari. Now Mavididi plays it first time to El Canusa. Candy comes across and plays out for a throw-in. Christensen throws the ball in. Mavididi was recovering an alternative ball, but play has gone on without Mavididi on the pitch. Christensen plays it back to Vesselchen. And more of the ball, Leicester. After Manchester City scored the goal, Manchester City had dominated possession prior to that, but it's almost reversed since the goal. Well, Canusa straight down the left-hand side, rolls it back from Mavididi. Nice bit of footwork by him to try and get past Kovacic, who sticks to his task. Christensen. Sumari, well, his pocket picked by Kevin De Bruyne into his own box towards the end of the first half. That would have been a nightmare for Leicester, but was rescued by Harry Winks. Since the second goal for Manchester City would probably be enough for them against this Leicester side who scored one goal in the last 3 matches. Has got Patson Daka on the bench to bring on. Generally content with how Leicester have played. But they'll have to create some more chances in the second half. We start to worry. It is a fragile Manchester City team at the moment. So Manchester United scored 2 late goals against Manchester City a few weeks ago. Really fairly comfortable Manchester City win. Here is Sumari. Christensen. That's there, as I commanding possession. Nice pass between the lines to El Canusa, and he lays it through to Buonanotte. Buonanotte stands it past Daka. He's gone down, Buonanotte, and the referee. Well, they're going to have a look at this. It was a lovely pass that split the lines to find El Canusa, and El Canusa puts Buonanotte through on the goalkeeper. Buonanotte maybe just got stuck under his feet. Ake slid and sort of pulled Buonanotte down with him. Buonanotte went down easily, and I think the referees decided that he went down too easily, the Argentine. That was a big opportunity for Leicester City. Buonanotte, I think he saw that Rico Lewis was coming back, and indeed it's just been played on. What an opening that was. And not only will Leicester be disappointed not to have scored there, they would be disappointed not to have even got a shot away in the end. Buonanotte. Here's El Canusa, who's looked threatening in between the lines. All the ball is with Leicester City at the start of the second half. Man City win it back. Foden. He's fouled by El Canusa. Well, two lovely passes open at Man City there. I think they'll be disappointed. To at least work Stefan Ortega from the position that they found themselves in. He spreads it out to Justin. Plays it into Buonanotte. Over the last 9 games in the Premier League, these two are in the bottom 3 in terms of form. Manchester City, who've got the edge at the moment. Mavididi with a step over or two to get round Kovacic. Plays a 1-2 with Buonanotte. It's poked away by Akanji, and then El Canoes curls a shot from 25 yards that was always over the crossbar. Towards Haaland at the back post. It's headed down by Silva and Vardiol. I think Vestergaard's beaten him to it and hooked it over his own crossbar. He just opened up there for City. Foden curled the ball and it was just too high for Haaland. Silva headed it into a dangerous area in the 6-yard box. Vardiol was sniffing around and Vestergaard just about beat him to it and put behind for a corner. Straight to the red basket off Stolichuk. Wings brings Leicester out from the back. Canoes, who's popping up here, there and everywhere for the Foxes. Connor Cody on the halfway line, plays it in to Buonanotte. Chance start the second half. Vestergaard plays into Justin, who under a bit of pressure loses possession, and now Man City can come forward. Justin's out of position as well. Silva will go down that side. Samare fouls Silva, and he's going to pick up the first yellow card of the afternoon. Silva was going probing in that area that Justin had left free. Samare taking no chances, wiped out the Portuguese. 10 minutes or so into the second half, still Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. The Frenchman's 7th yellow card of the season. Give De Bruyne a chance to curl some. On the loose ball, wasn't the best ball in from Phil Foden, but Haaland made the most of it. This is a chance for Leicester City against Palace. Draw probably the best one for Leicester in that one. Wolves 1-1 against Spurs. To Mavididi. Vestergaard, nice sharp pass into Buonanotte. Shifts it left to Sumari. Now Mavididi plays it first time to El Canouse. Kanye comes across and plays that for a throw-in. Christensen throws the ball in. Mavic prior to that, but it's almost reversed since the goal. El Canouse straight down the left-hand side, rolls it back from Mavididi. Nice bit of footwork by him to try and get past Kovacic, who sticks to his task. Christensen. Sumari, well, he's pocket picked by Kevin De Bruyne into his own box towards the end of the first half. That would have been a nightmare for Leicester, but was rescued by Harry Winks. Since the second goal for Manchester City would probably be enough for them against this Leicester side, who only scored one goal in the last 3 matches. John's got Patson Daka on the bench to bring on. Generally content with how Leicester. Here is Sumari. To El Canouse, and he lays it through to Buonanotte. Buonanotte stands it past Daka. He's gone down, Buonanotte, and the referee. Well, they're going to have a look at this. It was a lovely pass that split the lines to find El Canouse, and El Canouse puts Buonanotte through on the goalkeeper. Buonanotte maybe just got stuck under his feet. Ake slid and sort of pulled Buonanotte down with him. Buonanotte went down easily. It was James Justin who had the chance. Now Christensen. Oh, Savino. Well, he'd fallen anyway. Christensen was getting caught in possession in the centre circle, but the referee decided Savino had fouled him. He headed it right across goal for Justin, who couldn't really get the power he would have wanted on his flick goalwards, and it was a fairly simple clearance off the line for Akanji, but it still needed doing, and quite well just gives Leicester a bit of encouragement as they search for an equaliser at the King Power Stadium. Mavididi to El Canouse. Leicester's most threatening player. Mavididi now stood up by Rico Lewis. It's cleared by Kovacic. Changes we might see from our side. Wolves now 2-1 down at Tottenham, which will be again good news for Leicester. A win here would only really lift them above Wolves and out of the relegation zone, but I suppose that would be enough if they could somehow muster 2 goals from this final 27 minutes. We're just happy with 1 at this moment in time. Leicester commanded possession for large parts of the second half. Haven't found the goal they crave. Christensen to Sumari. City are preparing a change. Here's El Canouse on the left hand side. Foden comes across. City substitute is when we can Walker. As well. Watch it from the ball clip forward looking for Vardy. Cameron eases it off and goes through to Ortega. It's actually the youngster James McAtee who is getting ready to come out for the champions. Keeps City under pressure, and El Canouse with a foul on Lewis was caught. El Canouse is going to get booked there, so slid very early, El Canoes, to try and keep the ball in, and then caught Lewis. It's football again. El Canoes, the man, slides it through to Vardy. Vardy waited and waited rather than shooting from a narrow angle, but just overhit his cross looking for Mavididi. So McAtee, for the youth system at Manchester City, comes on for another man who's done just the same. Phil Foden played for Sheffield United on loan the past 2 seasons as McAtee. Starting to get the odd chance in the City first team. Scored his first goal in the Champions League win over Slovan Bratislava in October after coming on off the bench. His third appearance in the Premier League this season. Will Van Nistelrooy respond with any changes? I'm sure there's a passing gap at some point in these final 24 or so minutes, and in fact it does look like there's some activity going on. Hamza Chiduri, I think, is getting ready to come on. Samaria, of course, on a yellow card. Maybe that might be a consideration for a change. As the ball's just bouncing in and out on the left touchline at the moment. Russell, a sharp run, lifted it all over the top to nobody really. Vestergaard pushing the header back to Stolicic. Towards Vardy. Oh, he's flicked it over the bar. That was a big chance for Leicester's number 9. Mavididi clipped in a lovely ball that dropped between the centre halves. And Vardy just stuck his leg out, couldn't keep it down. Just trying to cushion it over the goalkeeper, but slaps the crossbar in frustration. Jamie Vardy, he knows that was a good chance. The sort of ball that was be stuck in between. Do you head it? Do you stretch your foot? Do you stoop to head, or do you stretch your foot up? He decided to stretch his foot up. Troubles as Nathan Ake. Some doubt on whether he would even feature today. Substituted on Boxing Day against Everton. That was his first start since the win over Nottingham Forest. Chiduri is coming on for Leicester as well in place of James Justin. 20 minutes to go. Final 20 minutes. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Samari is waiting to come back on after going off for a little bit of treatment. Referees for telling Christensen to hurry up and get on with it. Justin had that chance in the first half. It probably being flagged for offside. Leicester have had the chances. Not to hit the post. That golden opportunity, Buonanotte, where he went down, claiming a foul from Ake that was not forthcoming. Hardy challenge just wanted to go to level things up. First bit of work here for Carl Walker. Pokes away from that. So looks like Lewis has gone over to left back. He's sort of going to carry on doing what he was doing, but he'll drop in at left back when Leicester have got the ball with Carl Walker now on the right back three of Kanji and Vardiol. City were a bit done in that match against Manchester United, but John Stones was getting ready to come on just as Amad Diallo scored the first goal. Manchester City look to shore things up a bit more, or is that not how Pep Guardiola does things? Vardy clips Vardiol for a foul just inside the Manchester City half. Chich again. It's kind of warm. City will probably be second in the second half in terms of possession. They'll be if that stays the same way, as long as they can retain the lead that they have, and then some much needed points winning by. There's McAtee goes on the outside of Christensen. Plays it into De Bruyne, and it's opening up for Man City now. Savinho's got space on the left hand side. De Bruyne plays it across to him. Savinho clips on for Haaland. 2-0, and Erling Haaland has grabbed a goal and perhaps made the point safe. It was a lovely run from, it was McAtee who opened things up on the right, just a simple one-on-one, beating Christensen, and Savinho's put it on a plate for Haaland. He doesn't miss those. But it was all McAtee. Had a go on the outside of Christensen, slid it into De Bruyne. Savinho puts it on a plate for Erling Haaland, who just guided the ball into the opposite corner. And with 74 minutes gone, it's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. And it looks like the champions are going to claim the 3 points to end 2024. Talk about substitutions. Well, McAtee came on for Phil Foden, and he was the man that started that move. Savinho has an assist to go with his earlier goal, and Erling Haaland has a goal. His first since the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace, so he's gone 3 straight games without a goal, which by his standards is very unusual. Leicester now have a mountain to climb. 15 minutes to go, 2-0 down. Christensen, space for Samari, instead plays into back. That's nice football from Leicester. Samari out wide to Navadidi, crosses early. It's half headed away. Samari will try and keep it like a Kovacic. Does well for much of the way. Now De Bruyne plays it through to Haaland. Cody will have to deal with this. He does just about. Haaland, difficult push to contend with for Connor Cody. Interestingly, you mentioned Alvarez. He's played every single minute in the Premier League for Manchester City this season, Erling Haaland. Here he is on the ball, crossing from the right hand side towards Savinho, who put his head there. He wins a corner off Charduri. I'm not sure he was too keen to head that ball, Savinho. He's got a corner from it. Short corner, headed out by Smari. Kovacic helps it goalwards. It's half cleared. Referee will play an advantage for offside, but then realises McGeady was in a bit of a hole, and so we'll go back for the free kick. So it looks like Pep Guardiola's 500th game in charge of Manchester City is going to end with a win. At least be able to enjoy the New Year celebrations with perhaps a little less pressure, a little less down following their form. As I mentioned earlier, a win for City will likely place them 5th in the table, losing against Fulham. Here comes Leicester with Vardy, who goes outside of Kanji, goes outside Lewis, tries to clip it in, it's blocked by Lewis. Kick. Leicester might well look at that chance Vardy had when it was 1-0 over the crossbar. That might have been the moment if Leicester were going to get anything out of this game. That was their moment. With 12 minutes to go. I've seen a goalkeeper hook twice for time wasting, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. Vestergaard brings the ball out here. Puts the ball forward. It's the centre back with Christiansen. Something to give their fans reason to shout. Vestergaard was sold a bit short by wings, and now Savinho's bursting forward. If he can latch onto this ball from De Bruyne, it's forced him a bit wide. Savinho will stand up towards Haaland. Can't get good contact on his header. The ball's actually down for a corner, does it, for Christiansen. Pass from Wink sold Vestergaard short, and Savinho latched onto it. He stood up a nice cross for Haaland, but Christiansen just about did enough to pull him off. There's a goal kick. Still on the ball, makes both his hands up. His arms apart, asking where are the options. Good sign for Leicester at this stage. They played badly, the home side, but they've had a few chances, but I suppose in games against Manchester City you need to take those chances, and they've just not done that. Here's El Khanous. He's been quiet for the last 10-15 minutes. There's a 1-2 whip and thinks out a lovely pass to Chidori. He'll surely now whip this across the goal towards Vardy. Goes down for a goal kick. Nice ball of play from Khanous, who has that time sprung to life. Chidori played it early, just too far ahead of Vardy. Couldn't get into it. McAtee plays it round the corner for Haaland, and all of a sudden gaps are opening up everywhere for Man City. Haaland's having a run at Connor Cody. Winks nips in, Nolan wins the ball back. Leicester pushing open, the defence maps aren't following him. Huge gaps not opening up. All Leicester can do is push forward to look for the goal to get them back into the match. Mavididi gets away from McAtee. Now Winks is desperate for something on his right, finds it in the shape of Chidori. Silva, can't get past Sevilla. And it's Manchester City throw in. 7 yards in front of the corner flag. Lewis will clear from there. It's good, so just tries to find some around the corners between Ortega under some pressure. Ortega keeps his cool and finds Silva trapping back. Shoots as a goal, and did exceptionally well. There's a foul on Luke's back, and Ortega, Savini and Silva remarkably well to get Man City out of the press deep in their own territory. 7.5 minutes to go. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Savinho and Erling Haaland with the goals.
fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
Off anybody, they know their race is run. Chasing to the end for Leicester, just can't get tackled Rico Lewis. Did you at least get final touch? Leicester, it's the final minute now of the 5 added on. Leicester really now at walking pace even with the ball. They'd rather probably have it than have to chase. Here's Canus to his left. He spreads it out right to Chiduri. Can they create one last opportunity? Leicester City. Chiduri puts across him looking for Daka. Intercepted by Bardiol. Comes out to Buonanotte. Trying to find Sumaro, but the pass was too high. Canus near a card. Committed challenge to find Buonanotte. And now Christensen. Can he get a ball in from the byline? He clips it up towards Daka. He's gone out for a Leicester City corner. El Canus there, I'm sure his manager's heart was probably in his mouth when he went to ground for a tackle there. He did get the ball and create that half chance for Leicester. Daka headed wide off Rico Lewis. Just about have enough time for this corner. This will be the last action, I'm sure. Buonanotte ready to curl in and in swing it. Towards Coley. Vestergaard gets headed to it straight into the breadbasket. Ortega. And there is the full-time whistle. Pep Guardiola celebrates 500 games as Manchester City manager with a win away at Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City, who've now lost 4 straight games. Savinho swept home. Phil Foden saved effort in the first half to give the visitors the lead. And Erling Haaland to run out, and Leicester chasing it down but not able to get hold of it off anybody. They know their race is run. Chasing to the end for Leicester, but they just can't get hold of the ball. Tackled Rico Lewis. Did you at least get final touch? Leicester, it's the final minute now of the 5 added on. pace even with the ball. They'd rather probably have it than have to chase. Here's Canus, off to his left, he splits it out right to Chiduri. Can they create one last opportunity? Leicester City. Chiduri puts across him, looking for Daka, intercepted by Bardiol, comes out to Buonanotte, who tried to find Sumaro, but this was too high. Canus may have a card. Committed challenge to find Buonanotte, and now Christensen. Can he get a ball in from the byline? He clips it up towards Daka. He's gone out for a Leicester City corner. El Canus there, I'm sure his manager's heart was probably in his mouth when he went to ground for a tackle there. He did get the ball and create that half chance for Leicester. Headed wide off Rico Lewis. Just about have enough time for this corner. This will be the last action, I'm sure. Buonanotte